I am Jeremy, head chef at Bonita Restaurant, located at the #1 West Cordova in Gastown.
Jeremy, just a quick question. I want to have your basically your knowledge or what you're aware of the situation fishing the salmon in the U.S. at this moment. We know that the governor of California State just stopped the complete fishing of the salmon situation. Same thing in Oregon State. Just wondering around if chefs are aware of the situation right now.
Just so I source my fish a little more locally, I wasn't aware about the situation in the States. I try to go directly with fishermen here, try to skip that extra step through big fish companies, and some of my fish supplier, the actual fisherman itself, has mentioned to me that this season for the salmon was really low, and you probably wouldn't even bother fishing for salmon. So he's relying more on the lingcod and halibut this year. They've mentioned as well that a few of the local rockfish like silverback and yellow eye were coming back a little more this year. So that might be an alternative for us at the restaurant.
So basically you're telling me that you're working closely with your suppliers, and just basically depending on what's available, that's what you would do your menu upon, right?
Yeah, exactly. I try to source what's the product, what's the freshest, what's the nicest product that's around at a certain time of the year, and then I'll try to use that product on the menu instead of demanding a product to my suppliers, and if they cannot supply me with it, well, for me it's not interesting to try to serve like frozen salmon from last year, for example. I'd rather serve a different fish that would be fresh and local.
There's more and more media about fishing problems and fishing like limits and what's left in the sea, basically, becoming more aware, customers as well. How do you see the close future, especially in a place like here in BC where we rely so much on it, not only for restaurant supplies but for the economy and all that?
Well, obviously, I think that with the ocean-wise, if we're being smart in like as a buyer here in large quantities in terms of the product that we decide to use, that might affect a lot for the future. But obviously, I'm sure that in about like 20, 30 years anymore, we're talking about like Chilean sea bass, for example, which is a fish that I don't use here at the restaurant, but I know it's more rare, and right now, if we keep using that product, it might not be around in a few years.
Excellent. Thank you, Jeremy. Merci.
Merci beaucoup.